Notations and units on drawings. If you look on the wiki page, if you look at British standards, if you've got the money to pay for them, if you look on wiki buildings, do a general Google search. Notation of drawings for measurements, the standards are millimeters and meters. In the UK, we tend to put commas after 1,000. So if it's 1,000 meters, you put 1,000. You don't do that on drawings because in Europe, they don't normally use a decimal place. They normally use a comma. So therefore, there can be a massive confusion where they put 1.2 meters, 1,2, which would be a completely different meaning on a British standard drawing, because 1.2 would 1,2 would be 1,200. Europeans use centimeters on drawings. I know that for a fact because I worked for a European company for almost 9 years. I was working in London. We regularly went to marble factories, stone factories in Europe, where all the best stone is in the world is mainly in Europe, apart from a few nice bits in Brazil and a few nice bits in India. All the factories work in centimeters. We would have to convert our cutting lists, our cutting sheets, to be centimeters because the old school people there, and I say old school because they run the industry. If you know anything about marble, the Italians run it, the French run it, Spanish, Portuguese. You do it their way. You don't want to order hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of marble and put the decimal place in the wrong place and get a load of bits cut wrong by mistake. You could say, oh, well, they're all Europe, we're all Europe, we're all got to do the same thing. We've got British standards. It's very clear. Millimeters and meters are the way to go on English, British drawings. European, they will use centimeters. Whether that's to any standard, I don't know. Whether they are in contravention of a Euro code or this, that and the other, I don't know. You could say, oh, well, force them, they've got to use millimeters, the same as the British standards say you've got to use millimeters. It's a standard for a reason. You can't. You are at the mercy of those factories, those places, mainly the Italians, who have got the best marble, and they will tell you to do it a particular way. And like I said, it might be right, it might be wrong, but if you want hundreds of £1,000s worth of stone cut to the wrong size, fair enough, it's going to come back to you. So there you go, millimeters and meters in the UK and centimeters in Europe. Look it up.